We weren't the only ones that saw it. We found out later. Sheriff had on file people who were in the area that saw
On
it.
Saturday and Sunday, the U.S. military shot down objects over Alaska, Canada's Yukon Territory, and Lake Huron.
What do you remember?
The movement that they described was what the crew described when it left.
Yeah, the Pentagon has confirmed that 3 objects have been shot down in American airspace.
Teaser. What up? Alright, so I was sitting here thinking about what the purpose of it is, what people strive to accomplish in their life. Got me thinking, you know, this is me speaking for me. I'm a good person. I'm a good-hearted person. And I think if I had fame and fortune, that would just amplify my ability, my outreach to people, to who I could help, things I could do, things I could change. Some people, they get all that and it just amplifies the negative in them, you know? I saw the Silver Circles trailer, and Church just sitting around with his cousin, I believe it was, in Deerdorf, Belu's. There might have been a couple other people there that I don't necessarily know. And I'm sure that there were some people there that weren't publicized. I wish I had that. I had, well, never mind. I never had anybody growing up like that. For whatever reason, I've always felt super, super, super lonely. And I've always felt like, you know, Batman and Robin, a dynamic duo. You know what I mean? The good old one-twofer. Where there was black, there was white. Where there's up, there's down. Where there's good, there's bad. In, out. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I feel that my wife does a very well job at balancing most of that scale. Except for I would have to argue that sometimes you just need a friend. You know, and I don't mean to sound weird, but you know, dudes need to hang out with other dudes. Girls need to hang out with other girls. But in the world today, the other dudes that I would hang out with, their focus, their achievement list, their desires, their goals, their beliefs, their passions, anything that drives them doesn't resonate with me. You know? And that's sad. And yeah, I'm sure people will say, oh yeah, well, it's easy to say that you resonate or that you would get along with so-and-so because they're famous, or so-and-so because, you know, they're in the spotlight. It ain't even like that. So, I mean, this is me setting out to you folks whoever sees this, because I have no way of knowing who sees it unless you comment. This is me sharing thought with you. I'm 35. I have 6 kids. Married twice. My second marriage has been going on for 14, actually. March 6th will be 14 years officially from her and I. My oldest son is 16. My youngest son is 13. My youngest daughter is 7. My pops died 8 years ago. He was the only person that I could go to for discussion, conversation, feedback. Not even necessarily conversation, discussion, or feedback. Just when I said something to him and I asked or I proposed something, he took it in. He stewed it over. He contemplated it. He really thought about it. And then he gave you whatever he felt. I don't know if it's social media or money or what it is, because even all of that is not what it's cracked up to be. The people that are all over social media, they hate it. You're not happy. People that are all over media, they hate it. They're not happy. So people that got all the money, they're not happy. I was once told that you could measure a man's happiness by the amount of things that he had. And that's not true. Because then the richest man in the world would have all the happiness, and this is not the case. Or after saying that, maybe you'd think, oh, well, the man with the least is the happiest. Well, if that was the case, then homeless people wouldn't be in misery, you know? So I think it's what makes happiness. And I think that's just being able to be you and be accepted for being you in the immediate physical construct of people that surround you. Church didn't get to be the way that he was by not having good people around him. He also didn't get to be the way that he is by not having shitty people around him. I got a question for you, Ryan. Upchurch, this is directly to you, man. You remember what it was like when you were sitting in my seat? When you, or me, back before you had anything that amounted to anything. As far as I know, you had your mom's love, her support, and you had that feeling. You know what I mean? That fucking feeling, man. And you knew it was gonna be. You knew you were gonna be greater than Elvis. You knew it. My question is, what were you telling yourself when you were sitting in my shoes. Because I too have the same heartfelt passion, drive, desire, and knowing. And there's been some crazy stuff that's happened in my life. And not even crazy as far as on a scale of measurable. I mean, I guess it'd be measurable according to some people, but not really. My father being reincarnated, I never would have imagined. Not that I didn't think it was real, but I never would have known that I would be aware of it. And so certainly knowing so. But my whole entire life, you can ask the people around me, I've been on one mission. And I haven't even truly been on that path to that mission until recently. And I have a dream. Sounds ridiculous to say on camera, on film, out loud. Sometimes I think it sounds ridiculous to even say in my mind. And that is that I want to be the next Holler Boy record signed artist. Not because I want to have money or a gold album. None of that shit matters to me, man. What I want is the connection to know I don't even need a golden album or any music, man. I mean, the music is a plus because it's been the opposite of me. My plus, my minus, my negative, my positive, my up, my down, my in, my out. It's been there where other people haven't. I know you can relate with that, right, Ryan? I don't know, man. To be continued.